welcome to today's vlog. Today I'm in Wales, North Wales. I'm just about 10 miles outside Oswestry, and I'm at a place called, ready for it, Pistyll Rhaeadr Falls. That could be nothing like how you say it, Pistyll Rhaeadr Falls, I think. I will put it down here so you can actually see what it is. The reason I'm so unprepared, and the reason I know I'm struggling to pronounce it, is because literally I only found a place while I was on the M6 services on the way over here. Today I'm actually in Wales at Pistyll Camera Club to give a talk this evening, and so I thought I'd try and get a couple of vlogs in while I'm here. The trouble is I've got one of them planned for 3 o'clock, but this one, no plan whatsoever. So I was going to come over, head into Snowdonia, maybe go to the Ogwen Valley or somewhere like that. But I thought, you know what, no, I'm going to try and find somewhere a little bit A, closer, and a little bit B, quieter. So I came across this on the internet while I was at services, so I thought I'd come down and give it a go. Now I was heading up this hill up here, if you can see it behind me, great big hill, to go to the top of the falls, which you actually park in the car park right next to them. But as I was walking up, I spotted this little babbling brook here. And I think this is probably going to be much better for what I want to take photos of than trekking all the way up the hill to get some views in the not amazing light. So, so I've come down here to these waterfalls, these little babbling falls here, and I'm going to take some shots here. So I'm set up in the stream here for my first shot. I've got the 24-70 on. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get the line of the stream leading up to the falls, these little falls in the top third, where the water's tumbling over the rocks. I've got the polarizer on, got the 6-stop on as well. Just indulge me for a minute here. This is for my father-in-law Alan, who I was advising to buy a polarizer. What I'll do is I'll show you what a polarizer does. And why you can't replicate it. So as I'm turning here, as I turn the polarizer here, you can see that the glare comes off the water and you're seeing much more through it. So it's cutting through the water, cutting through the glare. You can see the rocks underneath. You cannot replicate that in Lightroom. Why have I got 6-stop on? Well, if I take the exposure without the 6-stop, it's coming out at around about 1/5 of a second. Whereas if I take the shot with the 6-stop on, it's coming out at around 8 seconds, which is just smoothing the water out, falling over the falls, and it's also smoothing the water out as it's coming down towards me. So that's my first shot here. Some quite nice mossy greens on the rocks, some quite nice water tumbling over these falls. It's not too bad. We'll give it a go, and here it is. So I'm in a rather precarious position here, stood in the middle of the stream, as I usually find myself when shooting waterfalls. I managed to stand on 2 dry rocks at the moment, may not last, but I needed to get in and I need to get a bit lower down and get a bit closer to this little set of falls here, just so I can get this really nice pool in the foreground and get the falls off in the background and try and get something out of that. I've still got the 6-stop on. I've come into landscape mode now rather than portrait. I may shoot a panoramic, a little panoramic. I always like to do that, get as much of it in as I can, sweep it round. That might make for a really interesting image. So yes, that's what I'm doing now. Well, just before I head off to the main falls, I thought I might just take a look and see if there's a shot to be had in this nice little vista to the side of this little river. It looks over into some nice mountains, and you've also got this dry stone wall and some nice rocks here at the front to make a little bit of foreground interest. So I'm just shooting a panoramic of that. I think I've got my 0.9 soft grad on just to hold the sky back a bit, and I'm shooting a panoramic, as I said. I'm going to shoot it a couple of times because the light's changing, and hopefully there might be a nice bit of light coming onto these rocks, this sort of rocky mountain out here. So yeah, with a bit of luck that might look quite nice, and if it does then you'll see it now. This is a mightily impressive set of falls here behind me. Absolutely amazing. It goes up all the way up there, if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, very cool. I don't think I can get a vertical panorama in, unfortunately, with my gear. Otherwise I'd have given it a go. But I started off down here, and I'm getting these lower falls in here, leading up to the falls at the back. There's a bit of a fallen tree, which is a little bit annoying in the background. Oh, and some people who don't even ask. I mean, are you taking a photograph? No, you're all right, you can just go through. I tell you what, just go through anyway. Yeah, there's a bit of a fallen tree there, so I've just started off here, take these ones, get this middle fall, or this lower fall of the really high set here in the foreground, or in the background, sorry. And then what I'll do is I'll probably head further down to the pool at the bottom, see if there are any nice swirls in there. There might have been some nice swirls. Take a shot there. It's not my camera. Okay, start again. So I've come round to the pool area now, and it's all got rather busy. There's an awful lot of people here. So I managed to get a shot in from down on the gravel right at the front, well, quite near the front, but I had to come down to the side because stupidly I forgot the filter ring for my wide angle lens, which means I can't attach the polarizer. And it's not going to look any good without a polarizer, regardless of the wide angle. So I'm having to shoot the 24-70 and I'm having to shoot panoramic, but I'm also having to step back a little bit to get the shot I want, which means that I can't quite get everything in I want to get in. I can't quite come close enough to have the water in the near foreground and still get all of the waterfall in, so I've had to step back. But fortunately there's a little bit of water that runs along the side, so I've just used that as a bit of a lead in with a couple of rocks, and the rocks on the side of the picture. Now I've come up a bit higher, and I'm just taking the shot just slightly on the angle of the waterfall, taking a panoramic, sweeping round, trying to get the whole of the pool in and the waterfall. So, but I think I've just knocked my camera ever so slightly, so I'm going to have to start that one again, which is a bit annoying because the 25-second exposure is a shot. Well, no doubt I could stay here longer and explore. There's an awful lot to do here. I didn't go to the top of the falls for a start. There's some more nice little bits and pieces around where I'm walking now on the way back to the car park. But time's pressing and I actually have to be somewhere else. So I'm going to go I'm going to call it a day there. It's the end of this vlog. It's really nice here. So this place is called, forgotten what it's called again. Pistyll Rhaeadr Waterfalls, I think. It's lovely. Get a chance to come here, then give it a go. It's really nice little walk. There's some nice little rivers and streams around. I'd imagine it would be quite treacherous in the winter to walk across some of the rocks to get to the actual falls, but right now it's perfectly fine and the river's quite low. There's actually quite a lot of places you can stand and take shots. Anyway, so that's me done. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, then please feel free to like and subscribe and all of that, and comment and everything that you want to do. And until next time, see you soon.